Could Bucs wide receiver Emeka Egbuka be off to the best start we've ever seen a receiver have in the history of the NFL? Steve, this is a scorching start for Egbuka and what he's done through the first 5 games. There's only been Randy Moss, Jamar Chase, Terry McLaurin that have started with 400 yards or more and 5 touchdowns. He's got 445 and 5 touchdowns on 25 catches from 38 targets. He is off to an outstanding start. We'll get into his role. Mike Evans is down. They hadn't had Chris Godwin in the beginning, but he is off and running. If you want to go back and watch our breakdown of him leading into the draft, go back and look at that because it was outstanding. Make sure you go back and look at our draft profiles, which are unbelievable in these receivers, I'm not going to lie. So, Steve, with that said, is this surprising or not surprising, the start that Emeka Egbuka's out to?
So I'm going to just go ahead and say it's surprising at how reliable, how efficient he's become immediately. Because even with Mike Evans prior to his injury,
they were still going to him.
They were still going to him. So I was
in key moments.
I was trying to figure out, like, how does a young kid like this have so much, why is he able to play so good so early? And here's one, it contributes to, obviously, his family dynamic and how he came in, talking to the coaching staff. He did not come in like a typical...
the 40, the speed,
ahead, talk to him.
This, all of that. And that's what I love about our show is that we obviously reference those, but you love to pick receivers that can play football players. And he had all of that. If everybody we both talked to at Ohio State and other people around the NFL in the draft process, it was what? He has the savviness, he has the football IQ, he has the spatial awareness, the selflessness, the spatial awareness, all of these different things that are part
understanding how to play his role.
100%, because he's played multiple roles in college.
A young player understanding how to play his role is rare.
Yes.
And it is rare because most of these young guys come in the league.
Oh, and I'm the man.
I'm here.
Let's go.
Why y'all holding me back? Why I'm not playing here? Hey, I want this number.
Remember his last year of college. He is the guy. And a freshman comes in Jeremiah Smith, who is a receiver that does not come along very often, and he immediately goes, I get it. I get my role. I'm going to get this guy open. I'm going to work underneath. I'm going to play inside. I'm going to do a lot of these little things. But the one thing that I was always told, though, was remember who they would go to on third down. They still trusted him, still was reliable, Emeka Egbuka. And I think I wanted to ask you this, because it wasn't a surprise to anybody I've talked to in Tampa how he went in minicamp, how he went in training camp. It was the player that they thought they were getting because they did enough intel. But what stood out to me now is when you talk to people there, they say, after practice, he's sitting there with Mike Evans and he's asking him, what if this happens? Or you see them run some routes on the field by themselves, asking questions. But there's a part of this that I don't think is talked about enough. A lot of rookies ask questions. But if you come in as polished as Emeka Egbuka is, how much better are those questions that he's asking Mike Evans than a rookie asking questions because he's lost? I'm guessing he's asking advanced questions, right?
Yeah, advanced questions.
Yeah.
Right. So here's a great example. I'm not going to name this individual.
Okay.
But there was a young player who was on the team who was just released at Final Cuts. And I remember going back around the draft when I was doing it, because I still get these messages. Yes,
you do.
Hey, OG, you need to look at my film. And this individual said, hey, you need to look at my film because I'm the steal of the draft, I promise you. So I saw it, and I looked at it, and then I closed it. I didn't delete it. I didn't block. I just closed it.
Okay.
Then I get a reply message. No disrespect. I didn't think it was disrespect. I got released. Hey, what do I need to work on?
I like that.
I don't.
Why?
Because I'm struggling right now on how
I get what you're saying.
How do I approach this young man in regards of, one, what he said, his perspective, and now the reality of where he is. He came in with everything you expect out of a young rookie who's open-minded, who's a hard worker, and who wants to be great.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And when I say great, that means he's saying, hey, I want to be good as this person, not saying the typical, I want to be a Hall of Famer. And that's cute. That sounds great. But you don't even know where the damn bathroom is in the facility, bro.
That's a healthy balance, right? Like you got to have that confidence, but also know where you're coming into the room, where you're at. I feel like his balance might be as good as anybody who's come in at the receiver spot in terms of I know X, Y, and Z, but I'm not going to come here and tell everybody I know X, Y, and Z. Yeah. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to follow you on that. Let's look at a player too. Steve, tell me what you're seeing here.
So first of all, you're in cover. You got a little coverage, right? Before I say this, Baker's really surprised me how hell of a football player he really is, right?
This was an outstanding game.
One, think about it. When you say Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold and you say epic, you don't really think that that's going to happen. You're like, yeah, okay. But it was unbelievable. So he's in a slot. They run a stack formation that makes the defense not clam over down at the bottom. Mm-hmm. And then some people would say he needs to probably run a better route or he needs to come downhill. He's running to the space.
Yep.
Right? He's running to the space. He gets past the defender. The defender comes down, and so bang. He runs into space and gets it and goes. Like, rewind that. He put the...
Yeah. Get upfield.
Look at that safety. He thought he had something.
He even jumped twice.
Yes, he did. You know why he had to jump? He had to jump. Look at him. Just to make sure he kept all his ligaments together. Watch this. Yeah. Oh, look, that's when you know your body's saying,
don't go back here.
Your body's saying, we can't do it. We can't survive. So the only thing we can do is drop our weight and get dead feet. Look at him. You see how he's walking
he limped a little bit.
I told you. Told you. Look at him. He gets up. Look at him. Ooh.
Steve, let me ask you this early in your career, because there's something that he's done well, and I'm curious if this is rare to remember these things. But
first of all, it's rare.
Okay, because he takes pregame conversation. He takes things that happen in the locker room with, say, Baker or the offensive staff of, hey, we're third and long, we're third and limit. Like, remember, this corner likes to do this. Make sure you try to do that. And he apparently does it every time. To take that late knowledge sometimes when you're making those late adjustments and remember it in the game, in your first handful of games, that has to mean, one, the game is slowing down for you a little bit more than most rookies because you're able to do that. And two, that you have the understanding to see the defense, remember what you were told in the, on the sideline previously, and put it into play. But then also remember exactly how the route is still supposed to be run. Maybe I got to hesitate a little bit. Maybe I do that. I just feel like that's a lot for a guy within his first 5 games to be able to understand.
Well, it is a lot, but you also have to remember he's getting some of that because of he's playing so much more than everybody anticipated because of injury. So he gets to apply all of this stuff in the football game. Mm-hmm. A lot of times you're doing it in practice, but now you get to do it in practice and it works. And then you say, hey, let me do it in the game. And he's getting so much work and so many reps in the live action. He's also having to make up different releases and certain things that usually it takes a guy, 10 weeks. No, he gets an opportunity off the bat.
Yeah.
But here's the problem, fan-wise, that people are going to run into. there's going to be this expectation that every guy should be doing that. Yeah. And that's where you're going to get disappointed because that's not the case.
Let's be honest. That's what happened to Marvin last year.
Yeah.
That happened to Marvin last year because you saw what Neighbors was doing. You saw what Brian Thomas Jr. was doing. Mm-hmm. And everybody's going, where's Marvin at? And the expectation gets through the roof, who, by the way, is coming back around a little bit lately.
He's coming back around, but his quarterback isn't helping him.
No, you can't take a football to the face and win football games. I had this question down for you, and it's kind of similar to what you were just talking about because of the role that he's been put in when you have Mike Evans out.
Thrust in that role. He's been thrust in that role. Yeah.
Exactly. And obviously he's stepped to the plate, and they're one of the best records in football, and they're leading their division. And you see them play Philly a couple weeks ago, and they got Quinyon Mitchell following him around, and he's on him. And they're giving him safety help over the top sometimes for a rookie receiver. What is this experience that he's gotten in these handful of games with Mike Evans out that's going to benefit him? And also maybe he's going to have to find a way to go back into probably a different role as Chris Godwin gets healthier and as Mike Evans comes back? Or is he's going to stay in the same thing?
He's going to stay in that role, and here's the role, Mr. Everything.
They do move him around all over the place.
To line up everywhere. And your quarterback who's playing so good is not going to want to lose a reliable young guy with fresher legs than your other guys. Mike Evans is going to get Mike Evans. Mm-hmm. Chris Godwin is going to be Chris Godwin. They've already moved on from some of the guys that they have. The role that's really starting to hurt, right, is McMillan. McMillan isn't getting the opportunities. Then there was Palmer.
Baker likes Trey Dotton. The reason I was mainly asking is all this extra. I'm mentioning this extra attention he's getting. When these guys get back on the field, he's still going to move around. He's still going to go places. Yes. But now defenses have to be aware of Mike Evans. Like, I just think it might get easier for him in some sense if he's getting extra help. Now
he'll just have the ability to make more plays, right? He'll be.
Wasn't that the same thing though? No?
Yeah, it's the same. I don't want to.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. You don't want to say it's easier, but I'm saying
because it's his rookie season, so it's everything is still new.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Right. So I don't want to say easier.
But the looks may not be the same once these guys come back on the field that he's getting from defenses.
He's also getting experience that it's all helpful to him. Mm-hmm. So he's just a hell of a football player. Bottom line.
Yeah.
They knew what they were drafting. Mm-hmm. But they got lucky how quickly he's been able to adapt to the game and produce at such a high clip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is this one of the things that I know you love to talk about? Mm-hmm. Is it the precision of the route running, the understanding of route running, all of those things that have shown their face this quickly when everybody goes, I don't like his 40. I don't like, but it's when you can run routes, you can run routes.
Well, it's just the same way of you don't like his 40 because he's not fast enough, but then the guy who has the good 40 doesn't have the ability to run the routes.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly. So you have to be comfortable with what are you really looking for. Mm-hmm. And when you don't know what you're looking for, right, you're saying because productive, is a guy productive or is he a playmaker? Right? And there's a big difference. Productive is, all right, he catches all the passes that he's catching. He gives you no yak. He gives you no explosive plays after he catches the football. Right? That's productive. Mm-hmm. You saw some plays right here. He's more than productive.
Yeah.
I mean, he's becoming a focal point, and when they need a big play,
oh, they're looking his way.
They're looking his way, and he's producing.
Mm-hmm. That snowballs, right? Baker just keeps seeing it and keeps going there. I mean, why not go to the well if you know he's going to be open and you know he's going to find a way to get open?
And they're starting to draw up plays too. Bro, that play right there, that ball should be picked, but it's not. Keeps the concentration, goes through the fingertips of the DB, and he's still paying attention. Boom, post.
That's the game winner against Atlanta.
Yeah.
Game on the line.
Bow. Hold on, though. Go back. Look where all the defenders are. Down underneath Mike Evans. Look, one defender,
There's
two defender, three defender. Now it's solo.
Mike takes 2 in the middle.
Yes. But you got to have a young guy who doesn't get distracted because where the quarterback may go or where he went earlier on. He knows, this is just a young guy who knows, man, I'm going to get mine. So I could be patient.
I want to get this in before we finish on Emeka. What's it like? He's been so successful against zone when I talk to people. What is that rare? Is that a benefit of the offense, or is that just give me a reasoning for that's kind of he's one of the best receivers in football against zone right now. The success rate he's had, but I know that's all part of the offense.
It's less about the offense; it's more about the defense.
Okay. The
defense is really playing. A lot of defenses in the league, they play cover 4. They're a lot of them playing zone coverage.
Yeah.
Some of the teams are struggling to play man coverage. And so you have a guy who plays, who's ran a lot against zone coverage, so he doesn't have to. Here's the other part. He knows how and why to run his routes because he was coached so well in college that when you just fall into the next level, now all of a sudden your mind is blown and your knowledge enhances because you already know how to run against this coverage. Now I have a different route and then I'm learning and plagiarizing against a soon-to-be Hall of Famer Mike Evans. All of a sudden, it's like, man, I got the answers to the test.
Yeah. How often do we talk about it, Steve? How much does situation matter?
Man,
could you fall into a better room as Emeka Egbuka than just an absolute grinder in Chris Godwin?
So let me tell you this.
And Mike Evans.
This. Man, the rookie midterms. Look, if I can't give this man an A.
Yeah.
I need to clean off my glasses. So I'm excited to do the rookie midterms this year because there are some guys who are just, like Emeka Egbuka.
Yeah, don't pull a Gronk down.
Man, he's making it easy. He's making it easy. It's like,
which
play do you want me to take out?
Yeah. Great, this test. Yes. I got the rest of my weekend free when I'm grading Emeka Egbuka. What Steve's hinting at is we always do rookie report cards at the end of the season. We're going to do some midterms this year, halfway through the season. We're going to break down these rookie wide receivers. Emeka Egbuka might be well on his way to the top of that list. This has been fun. Fun start, man. Super fun.